I guess I gotta do a Bellboys video. This is really loud in here and bright. Okay, let's do this. Oh, the commissioner had his annual Christmas party last night and is in a delicate condition this morning. So we're gonna go through the standings. It's playoff time after this week, which means only 6 of us will be playing for that beautiful, beautiful trophy. So with that said, let's go to the league and see where we are at. Standing in first place, locked into that bye, is Welcome to the Neighborhood with Ryan Decker. Doing a great job. And Zach Johnson right behind him. Marvin the Martian hasn't lost since week 3. Unreal. And Osborne, who is 8-5. Guaranteed a playoff spot, but cannot get one of the buys. Those are going to Zach Johnson and Ryan Decker. Oh man, that's so bright, the screen. So, that's 3 people guaranteed for the playoffs, which means there are another 3 spots to be had. Now, my friend Zach over here made some playoff clinching scenarios for those of you still in the playoff hunt. I have not fact-checked this, but this is allegedly what you have to do to win. So first we'll talk about Chupapis with Arlie over here sitting at 7-6. He pretty much controls his own destiny here. If he wins, he's in. But if he loses and at least keeps his point differentials above the other 7-6 teams that win this week, then he will still make the playoffs. But he's only sitting at 1777 points for, which is second highest of the teams below him. Only Brady's Blood Boys, so he's pretty much a shoo-in unless he has an absolute collapse. Next, Brady's Blood Boys, and we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 teams sitting at 6 and 7 for all fighting over likely that second last 2 spots. Brady's Blood Boys, pretty much if he wins, you're in because of your huge points for. You just got to keep up with your points for, and you're unlikely to get knocked out. So you're pretty much winning in, but you got to win that game. Jerking off, you got to win and keep your point differential over the Long Shot Boy and over Gronky Kong, over McLovin. So you got to win by a good margin. Gronky Kong, start pretty much the same thing. You got to win, and you need to gain some differentials against anybody else that is above you. McLovin, you're down by a lot of points there, so you got to win, and you also are going to need to get a lot of points, and you hope that the other teams collapse. There's also an outside chance still for myself and Jalen's Pain Train to make the playoffs. If we win and all the 6-7 teams lose and we put up a crap ton of points. So, like less than 1% chance. Of course, John Papa Puff's down there at the bottom. He is firmly out of the playoff race with a 0% chance to make the playoffs. But let's look at the matchups. So you got Chupapis versus McLovin. Absolute must-win game for McLovin. Papa Puss versus Jalen's Pain Train. So, Braden, you got a chance there going against the last place person in the league. And the top first versus third. It's going to be kind of inconsequential there in that game. And then we got Zach Johnson against the long shot boy. Matt must absolutely win that game if he wants to make the playoffs. I think the most interesting matchup of the week here is going to be Brady's Blood Boys versus Jerking Off, because pretty much whoever loses that game is missing the playoffs. Is pretty much the fact there. That's a playoff clinching scenario there. Right now, Jerking Off has got the edge, but who knows? Anyways, that's pretty much what the commissioners got for you guys this week. We're going to move right into the playoffs, which will be very exciting next week. Really looking forward to that. But for now, your commissioner is going to... He's going to go pop a couple Advil, maybe some Alka-Seltzer, and he's going to call it a day. Peace out, Bell Boys.